My name is Ellen Johannesen. I work at the ICES Secretariat in Copenhagen, and I'm also a PhD candidate at the World Maritime University, where I'm working part of a DFO-sponsored project called Empowering Women for the UN Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development. My research focus is on the role of gender in the practice of international marine science using a feminist participatory action research approach. So action research is just as it sounds. It's about taking action and doing research. And a feminist approach is about understanding the mechanisms that create imbalances of power in the system. So I'm working with the ICES community. This is really important to consider because marine science is a social system where the work is done by people. And we need to ensure that there are diverse perspectives represented in an organization that aims to create science for sustainability. According to the Global Gender Gap Report, which is produced by the World Economic Forum annually, we're about 100 years away from global gender parity. And under the pandemic, this number has increased by about a generation. Agenda 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals have put gender equality as an important global goal, and we need to take concerted action at all parts of society and including in science. In marine science, we are lacking good gender disaggregated data, giving us a picture of the gender distribution of the global science workforce. There are some numbers thrown around at international level, but the data is patchy. But overall, I think that marine and ocean science is similar to other STEM fields, where the further up the academic or institutional hierarchy that you go, the fewer women that you find. In the ICES context, we are currently working to put the infrastructure in place to collect this gender disaggregated data in a best practice way. But if we take participation in our flagship event, the ICES Annual Science Conference, as a proxy, there we have good 50-50 representation. But if you look at other parts of the organization, we only have around women being represented in around 20% of decision-making roles. So based on the commitment in the 2019 ICES strategic plan to create a more diverse, inclusive, and gender-balanced organization, we use 2021 as a year of putting focus on gender throughout the organization and talking with people at all parts of the organization to understand what they think needs to be done to create a more inclusive organization. I sometimes compare the challenges of achieving gender equality to the challenges of climate change, and they're similar in that they're both global challenges where we have good understanding of the issues, but communicating to people so why this is important to create meaningful changes is part of the challenge. Creating meaningful change is hindered by communicating to everyone why it's important for them and also for the institutions to take action at all scales. We need to be intentional and create inclusive working practices at national and international level.